Hi, this is John Patrick Hickey. I want to thank you for joining me for this video cast. Have you ever felt that you were just okay? I mean, I'm not talking about how you feel, how you physically, whether or not you're sick, when people ask you how you doing and you say okay. I'm talking about how you identify yourself, that you're just okay. You're nothing special, you're just okay. Several years ago, I wrote a children's book, and it was called A Storyteller's Book of Tales. This is back when I used to do a lot of storytelling. And in there, I have a story that I wrote called Charlie Was Just Okay. And the whole thing is based on how Charlie wasn't a bad kid. He wasn't necessarily a super good kid. He wasn't too big, yet he wasn't too small. He didn't get into trouble, but he wasn't perfect either. He was just basically okay. And that was what Charlie's problem was. He used to always imagine that he was something other than who he was. He was a pilot. He was a hero. He was a rock star. He was an explorer. He was all kinds of things other than what he was. Well, the point of the story later comes out as Charlie is helping one of his friends, a kid that they always called Shorty, and they called him Shorty because he was short. And other kids would pick on him, and Charlie would come to his defense. And when he found out that Charlie felt that he was just okay, Shorty was shocked. He was surprised, because to him, Charlie was something very special. Charlie was his friend. You see, all of us are special. We weren't created to just be okay. We weren't created to be ordinary in the sense that there is nothing dynamic or special or even reasonable about us. That we were created to be unique. There is no one like you. And I know we hear this all the time. We hear it so much that we just, kind of yeah. Even if we believe the fact that we are unique and no one else is like us, we don't necessarily really believe that. We just think that we're average, we're okay. Well, I want to tell you that you're not. You were created for a specific task. There is one thing that we were all created equal to do, and that was to know God. All of us, every person on the face of this planet was created to know, to love, to worship God. Other than that, we are very different. Each one of us is very different. Because within God's great plan for mankind, there is a specific task that each of us is to do. That each of us was created to fulfill a purpose, a dream. Now, speaking of dreams, I want to kind of tie this dream thing in with what Charlie was feeling. Because many times when we feel that we're just okay, we feel that we're adequate, or we feel inadequate to most things, our dream or our thoughts turn to things that we could be that are better than who we are. We think about being famous, powerful, rich. We identify different qualities that people have in their life to our own. We have people who we admire, who we see as heroes. You got your movie stars, you got all kinds of things that are out there, and we look at it and we think, I want to be this person. I want to be this is why kids look and they want to be sports heroes. They want to be first responders. They want to be soldiers. They want to be whatever they see as being unique and special. Not because that is their calling, but because that gives them a sense of being different, being special, being important. So, how do you tell the difference between this desire to be something and your purpose that you were created to fulfill? Well, for one, our desire to be something is basically a selfish motivation. You see, it gives us that sense that we're important. It also looks at different qualities that these people possess. Is it the fame? Is it their talent? Is it their skill? Is it their fortune, their material possessions? What is it that attracts you to those things? Because all of those things are things that are unimportant, really. I mean, you can get them through anything. But the important part, what makes it our purpose, our passion, is not the results, but the whys. Why do we want to be these people? Why do we want to fulfill our purpose? What is my purpose? My purpose is that thing God has placed in me that is a burning desire to do something important, significant, and of value, and for other people. It's never self-centered. It's always something that is going to improve other people's lives, the world that we live in. It's going to transform things. It's going to be a course of discovery. You see, there is a desire to be better, to grow, to learn, to contribute to the world that we live in. Those are the qualities of purpose. It is never fame, fortune, power, and all of those trappings that go along with it. Those can be results, but they're never the goal. The goal is always, what is it that I am here to do? I am here to change the world. I am here to be something special within this world. Never look at yourself as just being okay. Yeah, it's good that you don't get into trouble. It's good that you may not be a nasty, vicious, evil person. But it isn't any good that you just think that you're okay. You're not here to fill a space. You're here to do something, and that something is significant. It is important, and it matters. And I want to see you achieve it, because the better you are, the better I can be. We make the world a better place by fulfilling those purposes we were created to do. And when you discover what that purpose is and start working towards that purpose, then you'll have that drive to always be your best. You love God, have good manners, discover the unknown, and most of all, you will change your world. Hi, this is John Patrick Hickey again. I want to thank you for spending time watching the video cast. I do hope that these add value to you, that they encourage you, that they give you principles and information that you can use in your everyday life. That's our purpose for being here. The Growth Center was designed and created in order to help you to become the very best that you were created to be, to fulfill all of those dreams and desires that you've had, to accomplish your goals and your dreams. Now, I also want to encourage you to get other material besides this video cast, which, by the way, if right below here, you're going to see a little button that's called subscribe. I do hope that you subscribe to this video cast so that regularly when we put these up, you'll be notified and you can watch them. But I also want you to go over to the website, which is at www.johnpatrickhickey.com. There you're going to find books and other materials to help you to grow and to continue to pursue those goals. Again, that's www.johnpatrickhickey.com. And thank you again for joining us.